Hey, Shalom, Kol Halor, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Chakadash, the ones, the apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom, two brothers in the highways and byways, doing the works of sealing faithfully and continually fighting that good fight of faith. Lord willing, we found that number to be delivered. All right? So this lesson, I believe, is going to be entitled, it's not only a book, it's a weapon. All right? And that line comes from the movie The Book of Eli, when gentleman Gary Oldman, I think his name was, quoted that to his men when he was in dire straits and he knew that time was running out for himself and they couldn't find the Bible, and he needed the Bible in order to control the people. All right? And this has been the going theme all throughout history. All right? And when the Bible became accessible to these heathen nations, they then took on the role of author of the Bible. All right? So again, the Bible is a book that was meant for a specific group of people, the Israelites. This is their book. This is our book. It was their book back then, and it's our book now. Okay? So let's go to I'm going to play a couple videos, and Lord willing, get a couple scriptures. All right? In some of these videos, I don't own the copyrights to them. But I'm going to play this, and we'll see what happens.
For a fucking book. It's not a fucking book. It's a weapon. A weapon aimed right at the hearts and minds of the weak and the desperate. It will give us control of it. If we want to rule more than one small fucking town, we have to have it. People will come from all over. They do exactly what I tell them if the words are from the book. It's happened before, and it'll happen again. All we need is that book.
Okay. So,
Bounty Mega Roll. 4 rolls in 1.
Of course, that shit pops off. But as you see, he was desperate. He was in dire straits. He wanted the book so bad that he was willing to do whatever it took to get the book. All right? But what did he say? It was a weapon. And this thing has been used just in that manner as a weapon throughout time. All right? This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, "But unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant into thy mouth?" All right? Because when Esau came into power and he started, reigning, running through different nations and doing, being wicked and coming over here to this side of the world, when he came over here with the Bible. He knew Gad was over here. He knew the North American Indians were already over here because they understood the readings of Esdras. All right? Now, this is a memorial that's in here in Boston, right? And I want to zoom in. Now, it shows you these devils had come over here, and look at Gad. Gad was looking at him like, who the hell are they? What's going on here? All right? But as you zoom into the picture, you see the book. It says Holy Bible on it. Because they knew that they were coming to the west to conquer. And they were going to use the word of the Lord to conquer. To do just that. And they did just that. Okay? They have went through hell and high water to get over here, only to go back, get their people, and keep coming back and forth. But when these devils first got over here, they was dying. Okay, and Gad had to show him how to maintain and live off the land accordingly. All right? But behind it all, it was the Bible. It was the book that they used for leverage, that they used as their positioning. Psalms 55, 20 and 21. And it says, he had put forth his hands against such that be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than oil. Slakia, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. But war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And how do they perform this? By bringing that Bible. By using the Bible. It's no mystery, man. And again, you can go back and do the history and see that a lot of the conquering that Esau had done, he had done in the name of Christianity. All right? You know how many people he's killed under the guise of Christianity? And then once he made his, he solidified all his moves and conquered all the lands he wanted, then he turned Christianity into a universal thing of, the love of the brother and the love of Christ. All right? So, but he fucked up. And the reason why he did is because now he can't go back and use the Bible as a weapon anymore. He's already turned over a new leaf, if you will, where now he uses the Bible as a tool to gather in the name of Jesus Christ. All right? That's what he's done, and that's what he's doing now. No one wants to take the time to think about the amount of people that these devils killed under the guise of Christianity. And now they've come full circle where now Christianity is all about love. Loving thy neighbor. You devils weren't thinking nothing about love when you was conquering, man. Using the Bible as a weapon. Using the Bible against the men and the people who it was only designed for. Okay? So war has always been in his heart, especially when it came to conquering. Now let me play this quick clip.
That servant which knew his Lord's will, and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. Did you hear that? Stripes. That nigga that don't obey his Lord, that's his master, do you see? That there nigga shall be beaten with many stripes. Now, many signifies a great many. 40, 100, 150 lashes. That's scripture.
Alright, so therefore he used Luke the 12th chapter, around the 47th verse, to try to instill fear in the people, right? Israelites. Again, using the Bible as a weapon. Alright, and he butchered that all up. But the point being made here is how, matter of fact, let me go back. The point being made here is that when this was founded in 1630, they was using the Bible as a fear tactic, as a weapon. All right, bringing it up to present, so-called present day. Now, this was the movie 12 Years a Slave. All right, and how is he keeping the people in order? through fear, using the Bible as a weapon, saying that if they didn't obey the master, which was him, that they would receive 40, 100, 150. All right, when the scriptures speak about 40 stripes, you're supposed to go above and beyond that. But the point being made is the Bible has always been used as a weapon. All right, and now speeding up to present day. Right, let me get this real quick. Now, at one point in time, they gave Bibles to the slaves, called the Slave Bible, right? And again, the premise of it being a weapon was still in effect, even though they were giving it to the slaves. So it says this. It says, the original Slave Bible was published by Lauren Gilbert Publishing House in London in 1807. And the copy belonging to Fisk University was published the following year. It was published on behalf of the Society for the Conversion of the Negro Slaves to educate enslaved Africans and preserve the system of slavery. All right? So this Bible was designed to preserve the system of slavery. So you can only, come to the conclusion what they were doing was putting a Bible together so that it kept the slaves in fear. All right? To do what? To preserve the system of slavery. So in other words, these Bibles were put together so that when the slaves read them, the slaves would always be in fear, because the master was the one that they had to fear, doing the right thing. And you see some of these movies, you see how slaves were acting. Yes, sir, master, we got to get it done. All right. So, point being made, the Bible has always been used as a weapon. And Esau has always been in that position to utilize this book as the weapon. All right? But Lord and behold, what happened? What happened? Check it out. Sirach 27:9. It says, the birds will resort unto their like, so will the truth return unto them that practice in her. All right. Now the Lord has set this thing up strategically. Right? What did he do? He preserved, these last days. He reserved these last days for his servants, who now the Bible is in the rightful hands, and the rightful owners are now having the Bible in their hands and utilizing that Bible still as a weapon. All right? But now this weapon's being used on Esau, Edom, and all you heathens out there. All right? Now it's being used properly. And now that it's being used like this, now everybody wants to talk about Christianity, Jesus Christ, and where's the love? Where's the bonding and the love that you should have? No, it don't work. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? You used it as a weapon, right? Now, after you've done all your wickedness, now you want to turn and try to change the hearts of men by preaching Jesus Christ in love? Nah, it ain't going down like that. Because now the Lord gave it back to us. And now we call it our sword. All right? And we're doing exactly what needs to be done. Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder the soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and it is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart. All right. So now the Bible is being referenced to as a weapon, sharper, piercing, okay, dividing. So now, and this is why people can't stand the Hebrew Israelites, for those who are out there teaching that Esau is the devil and these nations are going into slavery. Because why? Our foundation is this Bible. And you see how devious this devil is? He can use the Bible for his purposes and his use. But now when other people have the Bible in their hands, using it and bringing the scriptures out and bringing out who they truly are, now there's a big problem in the world. All right? We must not forget, this Bible identifies every nation of people on this planet, man. We can't forget about that. And now that we're in these last days, we now understand that this Bible was our Bible. These things were used against us, right? But now we're teaching. Now we're out there. Now the word is going out throughout the four corners of the earth. And people are trembling. People are in disbelief. People don't believe, truly don't believe. All right? And the conclusion is that the black Hebrew Israelites are just, out there with no common sense, with no real understanding of the Bible, and you see how these scoffers and scorners, they have their little podcast shows, and vocab comes to mind. Oh, and he's always mentioning these guys think, and these guys think. Oh, how can you guys tell me how this? We don't have to tell you shit, man. You are nobody. You are nobody. And anybody else out there who thinks there's somebody important, you're nobody. All right? These things are happening. These things are coming to pass. And we're standing on it. We're using this Bible as our sword. And we're chopping and slicing and piercing everybody. Everybody's feelings is going to get hurt. And we don't give a damn. All right? This is what it's all about. This Bible will never ever be used against us anymore. Never. All right? You had your appointed time. You've created and sowed all the wickedness in the land. You've went throughout nation and country and land, sea and shore. You've done all these things. All right? In the name of Christianity. Now your time is up. You're going to face the consequences. You're going to be told the truth. Right? And this is the beauty of it all. It's a beautiful thing to know that the Lord has returned it back unto us. And now we're wielding the sword. We're slicing and dicing. And Esau don't like it, man. Esau don't like it. Anybody who professes themselves to be a Christian, you don't like it. But when you devils were in power and you had the Bible, and you was going throughout land and sea and just creating all kinds of wickedness, going to all the islands of the sea, promoting your wickedness, establishing wickedness, using the Bible as that weapon, no one had a problem. No one had a problem. Now that the word is coming out correctly by the men of the Lord whom the Lord has set up, now everybody has a problem. How can we stop this movement, this black Hebrew movement? How can we? That's what they're saying. How can we stop this? You ain't never gonna stop it. If it be of the Most High, you can't overthrow it, devils. Matthew 24:14, and it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. You see that? Because the gospel that Esau was teaching isn't the same gospel that Matthew was talking about. All right? Now that the scriptures are being spoken of the way they're being spoken of, now the end is near. Now we're right around the corner from this whole thing being sold up. All right? What is this here? I was going to speak on this a little bit, but it really don't matter. It says Florida man asked school to ban Bible following the state's efforts to remove books. All right? And again, everybody wants the Bible to be banned, you know, and those people who aren't for the Bible, because now they truly see and understand that this book wasn't truly for them. This book wasn't for you. All right? But when you use it to your benefit, it was a blast to have around. Now that it's coming back to condemn you, now nobody wants to deal with it. All right? So, Lord willing, you know, I'm going to see y'all brothers on another one. I'm going to say shalom for now. I say shalom.